The year is 2025, a year that will be remembered not for its technological advancements or political upheavals, but for the seismic shifts within one of the world's oldest and most revered institutions. A chill wind blows through the House of Windsor. It is a wind that carries with it whispers of discontent and the echoes of a family divided. It carries with it not the scent of spring, but the bitter taste of betrayal. The kind of betrayal that leaves scars not just on individuals, but on the very fabric of a nation. Vanity Fair, once a chronicler of society's highest echelons, has struck a blow against the very heart of the monarchy. The magazine, known for its glamorous covers and in-depth profiles, has chosen a side in a battle that has captivated the world. Their weapon? A cover story, timed with ruthless precision. A story that delves deep into the lives of Harry and Meghan, exposing their struggles and triumphs, their hopes and fears. This was no mere magazine profile, it was a calculated strike, designed to inflict maximum damage at a time when the royal family could least afford it. It landed as Harry prepared to face his family in court, his heart heavy with the weight of fractured bonds. The courtroom, a place of judgment and resolution, now became a battleground for the soul of the monarchy. It emerged as Meghan sought to rebuild her life, her dreams taking flight on the global stage of Netflix, her every move scrutinized, her every word analyzed as she tried to carve out a new identity away from the shadow of the crown. The message was clear: no peace would be granted. The wounds of the past would not be allowed to heal, and the future remained uncertain. Vanity Fair's actions were not a clumsy misstep. They were a calculated maneuver in a larger game, a game where the stakes were not just personal but national. They were a calculated maneuver in a larger game, a game played not with cricket bats and teacups, but with reputations and legacies, a game where every move was scrutinized, every decision weighed. A game played not with cricket bats and teacups, but with reputations and legacies. The stakes were high and the players were relentless. And at the heart of this game stood Harry and Meghan, pawns in a power struggle far grander than themselves. Their every action, every word became a move in this intricate game of chess. The world watched, some with bated breath, others with barely concealed glee, as the House of Windsor braced itself for yet another storm. A storm that threatened to unravel the very fabric of the monarchy, leaving in its wake a legacy of questions and uncertainties. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, had dared to dream beyond the confines of palace walls. She envisioned a life where she could use her influence and voice to make a difference, far from the rigid protocols of royal life. She had taken her talents, her voice, her very story to Netflix. This was not just a career move. It was a bold statement of independence and creativity. Meghan was determined to tell stories that mattered, stories that could inspire and bring about change. Here was a woman determined to forge her own path, to use her platform for good. She wanted to highlight issues close to her heart, from mental health to social justice, and Netflix provided the perfect stage for her to do so. And the world was watching. People from all walks of life tuned in, eager to see what Meghan would bring to the table. Her every move was scrutinized, her every word analyzed, but she remained undeterred. Her docuseries, a deeply personal exploration of love, loss and resilience, had resonated with millions. It was a raw and honest portrayal of her journey, one that many found relatable and inspiring. The series delved into the complexities of her life, offering a glimpse into her struggles and triumphs. It had dared to challenge the narratives spun by a relentless media machine. For years, the tabloids had painted a one-dimensional picture of Meghan, often negative and misleading. But her docuseries offered a counter-narrative, one that was authentic and empowering. It had shown the world the woman behind the headlines, strong, compassionate, and unafraid to speak her truth. But success breeds envy. Meghan's rise to prominence was not without its detractors. There were those who felt threatened by her success and sought to bring her down. And Vanity Fair, it seemed, could not abide a narrative that did not fit their own. The magazine, known for its glossy covers and sensational stories, saw an opportunity to capitalize on Meghan's fame. Their cover story, a tapestry woven from half-truths and outright fabrications, sought to undermine Meghan's hard-won achievements. It was a calculated move, designed to cast doubt on her intentions and question her authenticity. It was a blatant attempt to cast a shadow over her burgeoning success, to paint her as a manipulator rather than the visionary she clearly was. The article was filled with insinuations and unfounded claims, all aimed at tarnishing her reputation. The timing was no coincidence. The story was released just as Meghan's docuseries was gaining traction, a clear attempt to divert attention and create controversy. It was a deliberate act of sabotage designed to cripple her spirit and derail her ambitions. But Meghan, ever resilient, refused to be silenced. She continued to push forward, undeterred by the negativity, determined to make her mark on the world. The British media, once a source of national pride, had become a hunting pack. Their prey, Harry and Meghan, their weapon of choice, the printed word, twisted and contorted to fit a predetermined narrative. Gone were the days of measured reporting, of seeking truth and balance. In their place stood a relentless pursuit of scandal, a feeding frenzy fueled by rumour and innuendo. Each headline, each salacious detail chipped away at the carefully constructed edifice of Harry and Meghan's lives. Vanity Fair's cover story was simply the latest salvo in this ongoing assault. It landed on newsstands like a grenade, its shrapnel designed to inflict maximum damage. And damage it did, reopening old wounds and inflicting new ones with callous disregard. The British media, once a symbol of journalistic integrity, had become a weapon of mass destruction, aimed squarely at the hearts of two people who had dared to challenge the status quo. Section 4. Echoes of accusations. What were these accusations, these venomous whispers that Vanity Fair sought to amplify? They were not new, these echoes of past battles. They spoke of ambition, of a hunger for power and influence that the magazine seemed to find distasteful, even dangerous. Meghan, they claimed, was the driving force, the puppet master pulling the strings of her hapless prince. Harry, they insinuated, was blinded by love, his judgment clouded by his devotion to his wife. It was a familiar narrative, one that played into age-old stereotypes and prejudices. They spoke of rifts within the family, of bridges burned and relationships shattered. They hinted at dark secrets, at betrayals and manipulations that lurked beneath the surface of royal decorum. And in doing so they fanned the flames of discord, widening the gulf between Harry and his family. These were not accusations to be taken lightly. They were calculated to wound, to undermine, to destroy. And they spoke volumes about the true motives of those who peddled them. Section 5. A friend in need, indeed. Yet even in the darkest of times, glimmers of hope remained. These glimmers were not just faint lights in the distance, but powerful beacons that guided Harry and Meghan through their most challenging moments. They were the sparks that ignited their resilience, the whispers of encouragement that kept them moving forward when the world seemed to be against them. For Harry and Meghan were not without their allies. These allies were more than just acquaintances. They were true friends who stood by them through thick and thin. They were the ones who saw beyond the headlines and the controversies, who understood the real Harry and Meghan, and who believed in their mission and their message. Friends, both old and new, rallied around them, offering words of support and gestures of solidarity. These friends came from all walks of life, bringing with them diverse perspectives and experiences, yet united in their unwavering support for Harry and Meghan. They organised gatherings, spoke at events, and used their own influence to amplify the couple's voice. These were not the voices of sycophants, eager to curry favour with the powerful. No, these were the voices of genuine friends, who had shared countless moments of joy and sorrow with Harry and Meghan. They were the ones who had seen the couple's true character, their kindness, their compassion, and their unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. They were the voices of those who knew Harry and Meghan personally, who had witnessed their kindness, their compassion, their unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. These friends had seen firsthand the couple's dedication to various causes, their tireless efforts to bring about positive change, and their genuine concern for the well-being of others. They spoke out against the injustices they saw, the relentless attacks and the blatant attempts to silence two people who dared to speak truth to power. These friends were not afraid to stand up and be counted, to use their own voices to challenge the status quo, and to defend Harry and Meghan against the onslaught of negativity. They used their own platforms, their own voices, to counter the negativity and hatred spewed forth by the media machine. Whether through social media, interviews or public statements, these friends made it clear that they stood with Harry and Meghan. They highlighted the couple's positive contributions and called out the unfair treatment they were receiving. In a world where loyalty and integrity seemed increasingly rare, these acts of friendship shone like beacons in the night. They were a powerful reminder that true friendship is not about convenience or personal gain, but about standing by each other through the toughest of times. These friends exemplified the very essence of loyalty and integrity. They were a testament to the enduring power of human connection, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, hope and love could prevail. These friendships were not just a source of comfort for Harry and Meghan, but also a source of strength and inspiration. They showed that no matter how dark the times may be, the light of true friendship can always find a way to shine through.